What's going on, everyone? Hopefully you're having a good morning. So today I wanted to go over a question I got on one of my large garage sale videos. I haven't really got questions really, so I wanted to definitely answer this in a video. So I answered the person through comment, but I wanted to also answer in a video just in case you guys are unaware, curious, and maybe want to answer more in detail. So the question was, where do you go about finding these garage sales you go to? Some people might think this is a simple question to answer, and it is for the most part, but at the same time, when you're a new reseller or when you're a collector trying to find video games or whatever you're collecting, sometimes you don't know where to go. And when I first started, I didn't know. So I wanted to take the moment to answer this question in a video. Where do I find these magical garage sales, right? The main source I used to use, and I still use for garage sales, is Craigslist. So Craigslist classified ads. If you go for sale, there's a garage sale section. The great thing about it is you can filter it to your location and how far you want to travel. So usually for me, I like staying like 20 to 18 miles away from myself just to conserve gas. But a lot of times if you broaden that, you can find even bigger sales. So for me, I try to stick to the 18 to 20. Sometimes I go over that, but for the most part, I do 18 to 20. And a lot of times there won't be pictures or anything, but you can make a route out of it. You want to have a starting point. Maybe you want to go further out first. Just jot that down. Jot down your sales that you want to go to. And there's apps for this. There's a garage sailor app. There's different types of apps. I typically don't use that. What I use is I use screenshots. Screenshots for me work. You can actually copy the text on some phones. I don't know if all phones. My iPhone can do it. I copy the text of the address and go from there. So that's what I use. I use screenshots for Craigslist, but there is again other methods and apps that you can use to build a route. And another question perhaps people might have is which one do you hit first? So obviously if they have pictures, that helps, or if they list like, you know, video games or whatever, that helps too. Now keep in mind, when people list video game stuff, there is going to be other people there. There is going to be competition. So sometimes I tend to not go, because while I'm going over there and competing with people, while they're over there, I can go over here and pick up maybe a haul that they're missing out because they're over there, you know. But it just goes, you just have to go with your gut feeling, really. The other place I find garage sales is Facebook Marketplace. So Facebook Marketplace is a gigantic source to find different types of stuff, but on Marketplace sometimes people will post garage sales, usually the day before or the day of, but typically most of them post the day before or even days ahead sometimes. So I use that as well. And again, I use this screenshot method where I screenshot garage sales. And you might be saying, Grimsy, how do you keep order? That's the main thing. This just works for me. I basically go with the ones I want to go to first. Obviously, if they have pictures or they listed something interesting, I will go to those first. And typically on Marketplace, when they say video game stuff, that also goes in a search, because a lot of people search video games on Marketplace or whatever. So, but it's not as more populated as Craigslist. So I usually go if it's on Marketplace, more or less. Again, make your route, make it what your gut feeling is. And those are the main two sources I use. The other source is, of course, when you're driving around garage selling, you see potential signs for community sales. And just driving around, you never know. It might not even be posted on Facebook or Craigslist, and you wouldn't find out unless you saw it. So what I typically do is when I'm going out grocery shopping, or when I'm garage selling the week before, I just keep an eye out to see if there's garage sales or community sales happening the following week. And typically, a lot of times you find stuff like that. And sometimes you find the best stuff in those because it's not posted on Craigslist or Facebook. So it's like you have your whole community sell to yourself, right? So that's how I do it. Hopefully this information helps you guys. I just wanted to make this video once again because when I first started, I didn't know where to go and where to find stuff. So hopefully this video helps you guys out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see what I find next. Thanks, guys.